tournament coming up here. How have you seen just the growth of this thing and the way these players have come back? A few guys you already know, but the new prospects come in, and it seems like this is kind of your realm.
The exciting part about rookie camp is you just put yourself in the player's shoes. And there's some guys that just got drafted, and the only thing on their minds is putting on this jersey and representing the Ducks for the first time. And there's another group of guys who've been around and maybe been to a rookie camp, played in San Diego, something like that. But they've got an opportunity to show their growth that they made in the summertime. And so it's a really exciting time of year. It kicks off the start of another season, and I know there's a ton of excitement on our side.
It's a short camp. What's the message to these guys? This is just the first time on the ice, and you're going to jump right into gameplay tomorrow. What do you say to these guys to get out there when they're going to, some of them first time in front of some of the Ducks brass, and for others it's kind of a leadership role?
So for us, our big thing is they've been playing summer hockey, for the last several months, and we want to give them enough structure to stand on. Our sport is the ultimate team sport. You have to play as a unit to have success. So give them enough structure, but we're not trying to suffocate anybody. Everybody's here for a reason. They were drafted or invited because they have a specific skill set, and we want to make sure those can show. So, had a great conversations with Coach Q, getting ready for this. His big thing is, start to lay some foundation for some of the systems, and we consider it a head start. It's a head start to training camp. So when Coach Q takes over, guys will be hearing things for second, third times, and they should feel like they're pretty far ahead.
What is that transition like with a new head coach coming in and kind of working in those systems back into your routine, making that work?
It's exciting. When a guy like Joel comes in, with that kind of a resume, and he's that kind of a man, you're just so excited to learn anything that you can. From my side, I'd seek out any mentorship I can get from a guy like that. And so the conversation happened on the ice today. We started talking about defensive zone, and one of the players said to me, "Yeah, well, it's proven this thing will work." And so there's an automatic belief in what's going on, and that's shared from everybody. There's a shared excitement, and I'm certainly a part of that.
When you get a chance to see guys for a second time around like Beckett or Steen, what do you make of their growth over the year and coming into this camp?
Different cases, because I had a chance to coach Stian, and so you got a pretty good relationship started already, and it's fun to watch. Guys come back after the summer. He's stronger, he's confident, he's open to ask questions, and you've got that relationship and rapport together that we can build from. Beckett, I haven't had the privilege of coaching just yet, and so I haven't seen him play as much outside of highlights, which some are remarkable in the last year. But it's fun to check in with him, see him at Dev Camp, and then be able to check in with him here. Those two are just like the others, where there's just so much excitement to be able to get out and show what they can do.
What kind of habits are you looking to either instill in these players or keep going, perhaps from last rookie camp and last development camp?
I think the habits are inside of systems at this point in time. So we've got just a short window of coaching opportunity, and we certainly don't want to overload with information, but there are habits inside of systems, stick positioning, contact, some aggressive play that we can lay a foundation for to get ahead for Coach Q and where they're going to take off when the Ducks get started. I think that finding those little ones inside of the systems, that's our big task.
For Tomas Sukanek to come in here and get his first competitive games in over 17 months, he said, what do you see in him and how he's kind of taking this opportunity again?
I kind of jokingly say with our staff, my favorite part of development camp was watching Suki in net as a full participant, and he's just the first one to joke around. He's got so much confidence, and he looked great. And practice moves quick today. And to be honest with you, I'm not watching goalies at this moment in time, but I know for him, he's chomping at the bit, and he's built such a strong rapport in San Diego. We can't wait to watch him go again.
Some new additions to your coaching staff this offseason. What has it been like getting to grow those relationships with those guys?
It's a total privilege. We, for different circumstances, had 2 openings to fill. We were fortunate enough to get a guy like Dave Manson to come in. Anaheim is rich with defensive prospects. We are at no shortage of defensive prospects in San Diego, and to be able to grab someone like Dave, who's been there and and lived it as a player. His last opportunity on the bench was behind an NHL bench, and just for him to be able to lend that expertise is huge. And then, you know, when we're looking at the forward and power play position, to get someone like Michael Babcock that's also coming right out of the NHL. He was listed as a skills coach, but it was, when you hear what he was doing, he was more of an assistant helping out on Monty's staff, and he got to be a part of that turnaround that happened in St. Louis last year, which was one of the most intriguing parts as I was getting to know him. And I know he's been around a lot of great coaches, and just to be able to, you know, for me, grab people with different experiences that we can all use, it's a huge blessing.
Jeff Glass has now kind of been your longtime running mate in San Diego. What kind of impact has he had on the team?
Jeff's, you know, obviously his focus is goalie coaching and taking care of those guys. It's a steadying presence, you know, when there can be some continuity within the staff, specifically for our goalies. But I think his eyes are primarily on them, and I know that between him and Sudsy and Peter, we've got that department really well covered.